recorded on my computer. I also upgraded, and so if we need to do Zoom, y'all holler because it's paid and we're going to do it, okay? I tried the free last time and we got cut off, so
Yeah,
so
you only
we're
get
here,
when
right?
it's free. When it's free, you only get so many minutes, don't you?
It used to be 45 minutes, and then they would tell you to upgrade before they cut you off.
Oh,
And it's 40 minutes, and they flat just cut you off. We saw, didn't they? They
you're
did.
done.
And it was like, where'd she go? Where'd she go? So I had to get on live on my phone on Facebook. So we're going to talk about a couple of topics, and then we can just talk about whatever y'all want to talk about. Because like I said, it's paid. I do have to be up and leaving out at 4 o'clock in the morning to take Amy she's got to get tubes. She's 36 years old. She's getting tubes again in her ears. I think this is set 21.
Oh my gosh.
And they said, be here at 5. And I'm like, we live an hour away. But anyway, we're going to do it. So the first thing I wanted to talk to y'all about was the incentive. And I'm going to try to share my screen and see if I don't mess something up, okay? Yeah, we're going to do this one. Is it going to do that? There we go. There we go. All right. Y'all see that?
Yes.
Keep going and keep growing. Okay, good. All righty. And then I can see y'all over here. All right. So yes, I stole these either from the workstation or somebody did some really nifty, neat ones on one of the groups. So I got that. But the name of our incentive that's going on right now, what was started March 1st and goes through the end of June, is keep going, keep growing. And is it gonna, there we go. So here's what's going to be happening. Our incentive is on level 1, you can earn the fall and winter new season sales kit for the scent category. So that's the bars, okay? It'll be the new fall winter bars, just the new ones, not the ones that are returning. And isn't that how that's been going? I think it has. And then an exclusive warmer designed just for this incentive, and 500 points that goes toward the fall winter incentive, which I think that's pretty neat. Gary and I have earned a couple of those warmers, but we didn't earn jack this last time. So I think the Trisha rocked it, but we didn't. But that's okay. We weren't alone. But level 2, you have 2 options. Okay, so on level 2, you're going to have the fall winter new season sales kit for scent. Also, the fall winter new sales season kit, season sales kit for the home category, which will be the warmers, the exclusive warmer designed just for this incentive, and the 1,500 points, which I think that rocks, that will go toward the next incentive for fall winter. And level 2, you can also, if you'd rather not have the product, go figure, you could get a $300 shopping spree. And I don't know why they even had to do that. So then we have on level 3, we have the option 1 is the sales kit for scent, the sales kit for home, the incentive warmer, 3,000 points toward the fall winter incentive, and 300 product credit for Scentsy shopping spree. Is that what that other one is product credit? Let me look back. Yes, it is. It doesn't say that, does it? Maybe I cut it off, but that makes better sense. Plus, an exclusive 2-piece set of Scentsy branded luggage or a pair of custom Scentsy Converse sneakers. And I think they'll make those, you'll have some choices to choose from, but you can make them your own if you're into Converse sneakers. I like them. but they're not comfy on my feet. So also on level 3, option 2, you could take $1,000 of product credit for Scentsy shopping spree. That would be good. The top 50, get over here to that, will have the all expenses paid trip for 2 to leadership next January. And I think it's in Cabo. It was supposed to be in Cabo, and I think they've just moved it forward. It's going to be in Cabo. So that rocks too. That would be a nice getaway, wouldn't you think? So now we will cover how you need to get there. For level 1, what you need to do is sell 1,000 in PRV, sponsor 1 new consultant who reaches certified by the end of June, and the rewards will be what we just covered. Okay, so I looked today, and there are 3 or 4 of us that if we had on our front line, because that's all that shows on my reports is our front line, but we had 3 or 4 that would, if they had a new certified recruit, would have already hit level 1, and we would be included. And I'm hoping with some of our events opening back up that we can hit some of that. Okay, now level 2, what you need to do is sell 2,500 in PRV and sponsor 2 new consultants who reach certified by the end of June. And then you will qualify for what we just covered. And then level 3, what you need to do is sell 3,500 in PRV, sponsor 3 new consultants who reach certified by the end of June, and you see what rewards you'll reap. And then the top 50 out of all of those will earn the trip in January to Cabo for 2. Okay, so is there any questions on any of that? There we go. No questions. It's pretty self-explanatory, isn't it? So I tell you, a lot of people that normally earn the trips, a lot of SSDs that normally earn all the trips didn't this last time, but because the sponsoring was really tough. So I like the way this is. It's not all this and this and this and this. It was kind of hard to keep up with anyway. But so we got to recruit. We got to do that every day anyway, right? So we're going to be done in like 15 minutes if y'all don't talk, okay? And if nobody else gets on. So the other thing I wanted to cover tonight, and there were 26 people that said that they would be here. I don't see them, but I wanted to talk about taxes, and I don't mean to give tax advice. I'm just telling you what we do, Gary and I do, so that we're prepared January 1, basically, because usually all I have to do is go in and get my mileage and all that stuff straightened out. So I titled this, Your Scentsy Business is a Business. And it's amazing to me. Well, the main thing I want everybody to understand, and I think most people on here do, is you need to open up a separate checking account for your Scentsy business. It doesn't need to be coming out of household. It doesn't need to be coming out of anything else. It needs to be separate. The pay card that Scentsy sends us scares me to death how some people leave their money just on that card. And Sherry had this happen recently with one of her downline. Her money was gone. But you know, when we were in Fort Worth at SFR, whatever we called it that year, a lot of people their money was scanned off of their cards somehow, and all of that with us walking around and everything. A lot of people, a lot of superstar directors lost their money, and I was like, why were you leaving it there anyway? You know, if you want to leave a little dab on there, I didn't even activate ours this last time when we got, this is our second one, but I didn't activate it. We have it set up in the pay portal. When we get paid, then however many days it takes, it goes over into our checking account. And that way it's taken care of. So I won't preach on that anymore, but on keeping up with your expenses and your income, Gary and I use accounting software. It's called QuickBooks. Most of y'all know what that is. And I used it in the doctor's office. I used to have one at home that was called Money, and I loved it. It was talking Carolyn, not accountant. Okay. QuickBooks was tougher for me to learn. And the doc I worked for, he would get mad at me about how I didn't do something just right. Well, when we went to get taxes done that first year that I started using QuickBooks, the accountant said, Richard, you know, it's written by an accountant. It's hard to use. And I was like, thank you, thank you. So I'm not an idiot. But anyway, if you don't have an accounting software, keep a ledger of some kind and keep all of your income and all of your expenses. Everything that comes in should have a hole where it goes, fills in, and everything that goes out should have a hole where it fits in. Okay. So, like whenever we have any kind, like Gary just gave me a stack of receipts. And I was sitting over there going, okay. So I sat and went through each one of them. This was for meals. This was for this, you know, we are for our gas. And we have one credit card that we use for everything but gas. And then we have one that we use for gas. And I'm talking about for our vehicles. Okay. Usually anything to do with the vehicles, we put on our Kroger 123 card. And we get money back on that. I also have a Chase card. We have a personal one and a business one, and we get cash back on that. And I redeem that and put it toward our bill every time. At home, sometimes I'll buy something. If I've got some money in there and I'm going to go buy something from Amazon, I'll use it. But most of the time I use it for credit redemption is what I have it listed as. So track all income. Like if you got somebody that comes by and just buys some bars from you, that's cash and carry. I track everything. All of our deposits are either cash and carry, pay, Square, Venmo, PayPal, a home party or a basket party. I've got them listed a certain way. And also I do the annual sales award. I have it showing his income. And then the annual mentor award, if you get that, we haven't gotten it in years, but that's income. So I have it all listed out, home parties, basket parties. And then on the flip side, I itemize all of our expenses. And I don't know how y'all do yours. I'm gonna see if I can share the screen again. But when I put an order in, let's see if I can get this one to come up. I go in and I bet it's logged me out. What do y'all bet? But I go in on and I print off the whole thing. Okay, y'all are over here. I need to get rid of that. Let me make that smaller. There we go. I don't want to get rid of y'all, but I need to do this. Okay, when you put an order in and then you go in and you can expand the order once it's placed, then I go down and I print all receipts and everything will print off for me. But you see on here, it's got so much for shipping and handling, $11.53. I figured the $11.53 times 6%, I get the tax on it. That's shipping. I put out of this $102.85, $11.53 plus tax came out of that amount that I spent today. And then the rest of it, I did as a basket party. And that's how I had it divvied out. Let's see, stop share. Well, I want to see if this will let me. I bet it's logged me out. Yeah, okay, let me log in. And I could show you exactly what I was talking about. Well, don't want that. I've got to get rid of that. Cancel. We'll cancel that. There we go. And then we're going to get rid of that. Yeah, let's just keep doing this. Yeah, it does this to me all the time. Okay, so if I can X that out. Y'all know where I'm talking about going into, once you placed your order and then you can expand it. It says over at the top, expand, and then you can go down and print the receipt. And Julia Baldwin and I stayed after Scentsy because they changed how they used to do, how we did it like that for a long time. Then they changed for a while and came back and they were like, oh, y'all don't need that. Well, those people don't put orders in and don't keep up with our expenses, do they? So me and Julia raised a fit and it got it where it'll show the amount of every credit card that went in. And then I can take my amount and go through and I pick out host rewards, like somebody does a virtual party with me and they'll get game winners, okay? And I'll give a bar or something like that. Well, I go in and I make sure that I put that under advertising, and anything I give away like that or a donation that's made, I put that under advertising. So everything's got a place where it belongs. And any money spent needs to be put in a column. I've got here my notes. And the postage and shipping, this last year, postage and shipping took the place of my mileage, right, Eileen? We didn't have mileage for our events and all that stuff. And I mailed more stuff out of here. I was at the post office. I don't trust them to come pick it up here. I take it to the post office and I've already got, I use stamps.com. I know others use Pirate Ship, but I had used stamps.com for years and it cost $18 a month, but I can print off my stamps here, print off the exact amount of postage that I need, my labels that, and I weigh all my stuff and then I can send it out. And you're going to save money either way, whichever one you use. Pirate Ship just didn't look like it was holding, to me, files, okay? Everything was kind of like, oh, you've done this, so that's gone. And I like to have everything where I can go back and look and what I did 2 years ago if I want to, whatever. So, but where you're weighing it and putting the postage on at home, you might get to the post office something that you know is $1.80 to mail a catalog in a envelope with either a warmer, well, with one of these folded up and with one of these and with a flattened wax sample, because I melt it just a little bit and then take my measuring cup and flatten it out so that it's flat. You can mail that for $1.80, but if they're doing it at the post office, they're liable to charge you $3. So it behooves you to get you some scales and do it at home. And that's helped us a whole lot. And I kept my planner out. I was going to show you every year. I write up at the top, you see where it says Sorrento and the miles. I do that every year. So every January, then at the end of the year, I'm going to be putting my new one in for January. That's what I turn into our accountant, because my vehicle is the quote unquote Scentsy vehicle. Okay. Gary's, when he pulls the trailer and goes to events, and we go to events, the business turns around and reimburses him on mileage. And you know, I don't give it to him. It goes back in savings or somewhere else. But anyway, for the wear and tear on his truck, okay, and the trailer. So postage and shipping, and that's really, really important. And I double checked with my accountant when I went the other day. He's got my taxes, they're not finished yet, but I told him, I said, you are taking all the postage and shipping off 100% expense. And he said, yes, that's a good answer because I need that. Any other business supplies that you get, you know, if we buy bags from Scentsy like this, or any kind of bags or any type of wrapping that you're using for your orders, I do curly ribbon and the bags mostly. But any of that counts as business expense. And you know, I've got these boogers. I love these. A lot of customers don't understand that they're scratch and sniff. They've wanted that for years and then they don't understand. But all of that's business expense. Okay, you just keep up with it. Printer cartridges. We actually, last year we bought a new printer. So that would be equipment because it costs a little bit of money. Your warmer and scent of the month subscriptions, those are an expense. So what I do is I go into my order history, and every order on there, unless it was an online order, I've got to touch it because it's going to have either shipping in it for me, or it's a website, or it's e-commerce. Okay. Talking about e-commerce, if you have downline in Canada or in region 2 or region 3, then you pay an extra fee so that you get paid on those people. Okay. And so the one for region 1 for Canada is $5. The other 2 areas is $10 each. But that's all an expense. And your website, of course, that comes out, ours comes out the first of the month. I don't know. I don't think they all come out at the same time. Like I said, any order that's showing on your workstation, unless it's one that the customer went to your website and placed, you should be touching it as far as an expense or something. Okay. And we talked about mileage, and then of course travel expense. When we do our shows, we have hotel and the gas and whatnot. All of that counts. Okay. Plus the shows, the fees for the shows, that goes down as an expense. And the electrical, anything you're doing, one way or the other, credit or debit, it needs to be put somewhere. Okay. Anybody have any questions?
I've never deducted warmer and scent of the month because I turn around and sell that stuff and get more than my money back.
Right. That's true. But that's income.
Oh, okay. The way you're incorporated, aren't you?
Yes.
See, on my personal taxes, the only income I have to show is my 1099.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Well, the way Mike looks at that, Mike is our accountant. All of those order numbers, I'll put them in for whatever the expense was for. And then, you paid shipping on it. So catch that. Okay.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? The shipping's on there for sure. But when he first started doing these, he was like, do you have, hey, Sherry, do you have that order number? Do you have it as a debit and a credit? And I said, yes. Those order numbers, if I put one in over here, that same order number's over here for where it went. You see what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
on QuickBooks.
Yours gets complicated, man.
Yes. And at the end of the year, if I've been on my toes, I put a thumb drive in, download it, and I take it to him, and I'm done. Okay. We let him do our quarterlies because we are incorporated. We let him do our quarterlies, and I go pick those up. I used to do Dr. Crouch's quarterlies, and I was like, nah, I ain't got time to do mine. I'm not going to do that. But Did somebody have a question? Now, if y'all don't have any questions on those two topics, we could talk about whatever y'all want to talk about, okay? I do know that some stuff's going to be coming for active in April, like we did last year. And so that's pretty exciting. And I have been sharing every day a chord of the 4 chords that Orville did in 2012, his keynote. And I've been doing that last of February and all this month. I'll continue to do it this month. And there's something in all of that for everybody, okay? Something in there. So if you'll take time to sit down and do them, it would help your business. It helps my business. So I just wanted to share that with you.
I'm brand new at this.
Now, Candy, where are you from?
Illinois.
And who are you under?
Christina.
Christina.
Uh,
Are you in Brenda's downline?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Let me see if I can figure out where you are. Okay, so what questions do you have for us?
I don't even know what I am, to be honest. I don't know what level I am or nothing.
Okay.
I am brand new.
Okay. All
Only
right.
on my second and third party, so I don't know
Okay.
anything.
Well, okay. Have you done the first things first checklist?
I'm working on it.
Okay, that's going to be that's your big thing. And how many days have you been in?
Not even a month.
Okay, so are you past your first 15 days?
Well, I had hip surgery.
Oh,
Hip replacement surgery. So that kind of put me behind schedule
Yeah.
on getting in things.
Uh-huh.
So
Okay, let me find you here, okay?
Massey, I think's her last name.
I think
I
you're
just
Brenda.
found her, Carolyn.
Huh?
I just found her.
Oh,
She's under Christina Massey, and her director is Brenda Walker.
yeah. Brenda, that's what I thought. Okay, and Christina's kind of new too, so, but what questions can we help you with? What I presented tonight was probably more than you needed to know to get started. I know how to get started. It could actually run you off if you thought about it that way, and we don't want you to do that, okay?
Well, the tax stuff doesn't scare me because I ran a DJ service for over
Okay.
15 years.
Yeah.
So that didn't scare me at all.
Okay. What you're gonna do, have you turned in orders?
I've closed one party and I'm on my.
I gotcha.
She's about $20 away from a promotion,
Okay.
which is super exciting.
You are.
Yeah.
Yep. You'll get, when you sell 1,000 one time, you go from 20% on your pay to 25%. And you're only $20 away from hitting 1,000.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this month. This month, okay? So you want to get that taken care of so you can get paid at 25%, okay, on March. But in your first 70 days, there's a level 1, 2, and 3 for you to shoot for on your goals. And that's in that first things first, okay? And you should have gotten a new consultant guide. Did you get that?
Where was I supposed to get that at?
Did it come in your kit? What kind of kit did you get?
I got a starter kit, but if I got it. I didn't know I got it.
Okay, well, we've got the links for them on our team page, or Brenda can show them to you, or I can show them to you, okay?
Okay.
Or Sherry can show them to you. Sherry's actually your upline superstar director. My
Oh,
sister,
okay.
my sister
Yeah.
Sherry Wilford. Now, Sherry, who is this Sherry? Sherry, who
Sherry
are you?
Crockett.
Yes.
Sherry Crockett.
Okay. And you're in, are you in Brenda's downline too?
I don't think so.
Where do you live?
Indiana. I'm under Crystal Helmer.
Yes, you're ours.
and-
You're ours.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Joey, Thomas, I'm having a brain fart. Do y'all ever
Happens.
have those?
Every day.
Every day. Jamie, I don't know where
Jamie.
Joy Thomas was a gal that used to live here, actually a friend of ours, and she passed away. So anyway, so you're under Jamie, who is in Henderson, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Now, Candy, you're in Brenda's downline, and your Sherry is your upline superstar director, Sherry Wilford, my sister. Okay. And
Okay.
she's on here. Sherry's on here.
Okay.
She's
Wow.
blacked out, but she's on here.
Okay.
All right. So you want to be looking at, actually, what date does she sign up? Oh, okay.
Yeah, right before my hip surgery. Right
Yes.
before my hip surgery. Because I got my kit and then then they called me and I had hip surgery the Monday after.
Okay. Well, what you want to shoot for now, because you missed the shooting star, okay? That was 500 in your first 15 days. So you want to shoot for sensational start level 1, 2, or 3, okay? And you do that in your first 70 days, and it goes along with sales or with sales period or sales and recruits, okay? And then you've got monetary rewards that you will get if you hit those levels. Plus you'll get a star. You'll get a warmer actually if you hit level 3, right? She gets a warmer. It's really neat warmer. So, and I see people use it and put wax in it. I would never put wax in that one because I would spill it all down the side and not be able to clean it off. So Candy, did you have any other questions?
No, I just was kind of trying to figure out what I needed to. My granddaughter just woke up.
Oh, okay. Well, make a note about the first things first list and the new consultants startup guide, okay?
Okay.
And remind me and I'll lead you to that, okay?
Okay.
All right. Sherry Crockett, did you have any questions?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I think I'm within my first 70 days as well.
Are you still in your first 70 days? Let me look.
I think so.
Let me look.
Oh.
January, February. No, I may not be. No, I just passed it.
You
I
just
think.
passed it.
I think so.
Okay, here's the. Well,
I joined at the beginning of January.
yes. Okay. I can't find that on my phone. I'm used to looking on my desktop.
Pretty sure it was within the first week of January.
Yeah, she
Okay.
joined January
Mhm.
8th.
I was trying to find the reports where I can look and see. Here they are, finally. Okay. Sensational start. Let me look at that and see where you're at on that. You have missed, no, Doug Crockett, right? Okay,
My husband, yeah.
70th day is today. Sherry, 70th
Okay.
day is today, okay? Now,
Okay.
yeah, because we've had Joel He's under Jamie too in Louisiana. He's hit sensational start level 1. And yeah, you're not certified yet, right? You need about 400, a little over 300 to get you to 1,000.
Right, you're right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So shoot for getting that so you can get that extra 5% this month, okay, on your pay. Shoot for that.
I'll get it.
Yeah. Okay, good. I like that. That's great. Okay. I think that one is Brittany Bernard. Okay. Anybody else have any questions? Ashley's the one that's got it together for me. Thank you. Ashley Olson is our upline superstar director. So we've actually got 3 generations of superstar directors on here tonight, because we signed up under Ashley and then Sherry signed up under us. And then it goes out, you know, all of our people. So now you guys, are you getting the warmer and scent of the month? Are you getting that stuff?
I haven't yet.
Okay, this is a subscription you can do, okay? And you'll get 72 of the scratch and sniff stickers. You get, I think it's 50 of the flyers that show what the warmer and scent of the month are. And what we do, and see, it's got everything in it. It's got the prices and everything. And what we do is Gary makes up samples for us. He made them this morning. And it's got the name of the scent on it. And it's not a real big sample. They don't need a real big sample. They just need to be able to smell it. And then we put our label on the back and we attach those to these flyers. And I go around. I have 2 local routes that we do. We do one here in the town where we live, and we do one in Mayfield where I grew up. And then I've got several that I mail them to. And when I mail them, this is what I was talking about. I put it in the microwave for about 15 seconds. And then I've got a Pyrex measuring cup that I set on it and mash it flat so it doesn't cost me extra, because that'll make it cost extra right there, just that little bit. So I mash it flat, and then they can run it through at a lower rate. But I do that every month. I've got a list that I print off and I check off, make sure I've got everybody done. And, you know, if you wanted, rather than make up the stickers like this, you could put the scratch and sniffs on there. But if I save those scratch and sniffs and use them when I run out of wax and don't want to make any more samples, I'll slap those on those flyers and send them out. So just an idea. And we've got a YouTube video about making the samples. There's a bunch, we've got a lot of stuff that, and even Michelle's, Ashley's mom's stuff that she and I did some trainings together. They're on our YouTube channel too. But there's lots of stuff on there to show you how to do things, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And you can just Google Scentsy samples and find out all ways to do it. But we do it, we take a bar of wax, put it in a Pyrex measuring cup, put it in the microwave for about 2 minutes. Then we have, they're in a drawer. Then we've got the candy molds that we use. We buy them at Hobby Lobby. And let me see if I can grab one real quick.
What's the matter? What?
Carol, I've got some. Carolyn.
You got it? Yes. Yeah. It's like that. Ours is
What's your mom now?
smaller ones. Here they are. Wrong drawer.
Come here, Athena.
Ours are like this. And it makes 64, and it's not a lot of wax. And the ones, if you get the ones from Scentsy, I wouldn't fill them full because they don't need that much wax. I wouldn't put more than that in it, okay? Because they just don't, It's a lot of wax, isn't it? You can go through several bars doing those. So, and then we
Yeah.
get the little jewelry bags at Hobby Lobby. Yes, that right there. Yeah.
Yeah, they're emojis.
Oh, how
They're
cute.
little emojis.
Did you find that at
Yeah.
Hobby Lobby?
I think so. It was either that or Walmart, but I think it was Hobby Lobby.
Mhm. Yeah, that's cute. Did they fall out pretty easy?
My 1,000.
You
They
got it?
do.
I got it.
Way to go, girl.
What'd you get? I
Congratulations.
missed it.
Thank you.
All
What'd she get?
right.
I missed it.
She got her 1,000 in.
Oh, good job.
Yeah, she's certified now. Okay. So if
I gotta run. I got a baby here.
okay, thanks for getting on, Candy.
Okay, thank you.
Appreciate it. Anybody else got anything?
Are we allowed to advertise on Facebook? I mean, not just a party, but like put the flyers from Facebook onto our Facebook page
Yeah.
and advertise Scentsy that way? Oh, I'm just making sure I don't want to do something I'm not supposed to.
Am I
Okay,
friends
good.
on Facebook?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Anything like that I post, you can do. I tell you what's been some people have been getting in trouble over is Marketplace, and Scentsy's doing it. I'm not doing it because if you put anything that's got a $sign in it, they're going to tag it and review it, and then it looks like it is. You've got it up there. Even stuff that I put on our team page, they've been doing that. And then coming back 3 weeks later, have you sold that yet? I didn't try to sell that. It was like, y'all are doing this. So just watch that and see if you can turn off the sell format. And another superstar director said that the way she was getting around that was she was posting the picture first, and then anything you wanted to say about it up above it, she was doing that second, and that seemed to help.
Okay.
It didn't work today for me, but on one thing I did. But yeah, you can do that. Any of those flyers that we've got made, yeah,
Right.
you're fine to do
Okay,
that.
good. Good.
Yep.
And I did the samples. I made samples and then I took my business card and I put them in like those little bitty baggies.
Yes.
And I hand them out when I'm at Walmart or whatever.
Yes.
And I've even put them up at like the gas stations in our area have boards for you to advertise.
Right.
I put them on there as well.
Good
So,
deal. Yeah.
I'm hoping that
That's the way to do it. When we first started making our samples, Gary was still working at the factory, and we would staple our business cards to every one of them, when we went out the door. And he said he'd hand them out at break, and then he watched them. They walked by the trash can, they'd tear that card off and throw it in the trash. And he was like, we ain't doing that. They know who we are. So instead of doing that, I just put our labels on the back of it. Because if it gets laid around somewhere and somebody picks it up, what is this? Then it's got our contact information on there, But anyway, just until you get your name out there, I mean, those people knew who to buy their Scentsy from that worked with him. So anyway, but yeah, that's great. Now you're in Indiana.
Yes.
Okay. Yep. Evansville?
Yes.
Just across the river. Yeah. Okay. I have to keep everybody straight. Okay. Anybody?
A lot of people to keep straight though.
Yeah, and I used to be better at it than I am. But we won't go there, will we, Eileen?
No, I was going to tell her, just wanted to tell that lady that was just talking, I forget her name, for the one from Indiana. I'm from Owensboro, Kentucky. And in the past, I had a lot of relatives in Evansville. I don't know if most of them are still there or not, but it's a small world.
Right. What was your last name for that?
I was my maiden name was Atherton. My relatives, some of them were Fulkersons. That was my mother's maiden name. Fulkerson.
It sounds familiar, but it's a big town. You never know.
Oh, it is. It's a good sized town. Yes. That's where we go to
Yeah.
shop because Evansville was the big town.
Yeah. That's where my
Right.
son and his family go a whole lot. They live in Greenville, Kentucky, and they
Uh-huh.
just get
Mhm.
on the interstate and go up and go shopping. Um,
Right.
Sherry, small world. Eileen and I get to know each other through Scentsy through my cousin. And then I forget how there was something posted one day, and Barbara Jean Owens, that worked with me at the hospital for eons, she grew up with Eileen, but we figured it out on Facebook because we each one had posted something. It was like, how do you know her? How do you know her? It was like,
Mhm.
That's so funny. And I remember now she lived in Murray for years,
yeah.
but I just never occurred
Yeah.
to me that you would know her. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Anyway,
I get that on Facebook all the time too. I'm like, I see somebody post or commenting on somebody else's post or whatever, and I'm like, how do you two know each other? You
right.
know, and then it's a small world. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, anybody got anything else? If you think of something, holler at us. Okay. Me or Sherry or Ashley or Eileen. Nikki, thank you for getting on. I know you're not gonna let me see your face, but they're rocking it in
I'm
North
sure it's
Carolina
beautiful.
too. What?
I said, I'm sure they're both beautiful,
Oh,
Sherry and
yeah.
Nikki.
Sherry, Sherry, I don't know what she's doing. I know she was fixed up sometime today because you worked, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. So anyway, and I work too, and this is what I wore to work right here. I worked right here in this room. All
I've
righty,
got, well,
no
I worked
camera on
outside
your
the home, but
PC.
yeah.
Yeah, Nikki put in the
Uh,
chat that she
oh.
doesn't have a camera on her PC, so
Hmm.
that's all right.
Okay.
Okay, well, we're
Well,
going to get off of here. We'll have another chat next month, but if you need anything in the meantime, you know where we are, okay?
All right.
Okay. Thanks, Carolyn.
No, you're
Thanks,
welcome.
Carolyn.
All right,
I
bye.
disappeared,
Bye.
but good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye.